In 1966, my dad paid for me to go to Squaw Valley Warriors basketball camp, and between my junior and senior year, and I was a pretty good player in my junior year. But then I went to the camp, and they made me a much better player just by tuning my shot up. I was shooting like this to the side, and Al Addles, who's still my friend now, Rick Barry was there, and they made me a better player just in that week of camp. And I said, hey man, if I ever get to the big leagues, I'm going to have a baseball camp. Well, at that time, I didn't know it was going to be baseball. I thought it could have been a number of things, but it ended up being baseball. And once I became a professional, I said, hey, man, I want to instruct some kids. I want to help some kids get to the big leagues. Or some kids have higher esteem of themselves, or either them to play as far as they could play, whether it was high school or whether it was college. And boy, that was some 25, 26 years ago, not knowing time was going to pass so quickly. Also not knowing that I was going to meet a number of kids that are now adults that have kids themselves that say, Mr. Baker, you and Bob Oliver and Bruce Carmichael and all the instructors there, Gene Frechette and Roland Office, all the instructors made an impact in my life. And that makes me feel very, very good and wonderful on the inside, as well as some of the guys end up being professional ball players. I don't know if we had anything to do with it, but I'd like to think that we possibly helped them on their way, especially guys like Jeff Jenkins and Steve Sachs and Derek Lee and Darren Oliver, and I saw Manny Parr this year. He said he couldn't remember if he went to the camp or not, but he said he thought he did. And he's a youngster now with the Milwaukee Brewers, and it makes you feel good, makes you feel warm that that you're helping young men, and also some young women. We have some young women and girls in our camp in our school. And we urge the parents out there, if your kids have any aspirations on going into baseball, remaining in baseball, and it really doesn't matter, how good you are. The whole thing is about improvement. And if you can improve and you can be around other kids, especially of different ages and different nationalities, it's going to help you now, and it's going to help in your life. And hopefully you'll come up to me one day and say, hey man, I went to your camp in 19, whatever it is. Oh, now it's 2000 something. So I'd like to see you. Don't hesitate to come around and see me. Thank you.